Dillon, like I mentioned, there's a lot of you Texas guys on this team. Several years ago, there were hardly any. What do you think it is about Georgia? I mean, how is Georgia able to recruit Texas, so to speak?
I say the coaching staff for sure. That's what really got me here, the coaching staff. The atmosphere, the history of getting guys to the league, because everybody goal when they come to Georgia is get to the league and win a national championship. So I feel like this place did everything they could to show that. So, yeah.
What about your relationship with BMAC,
Oh,
your
it's-
assistant coach? How do you help your development and the player you are now?
That's my dog, I ain't gonna lie. D-Mac a real cool dude. He funny, but he also serious all the time. He coaches really hard. Yeah, he really don't play games. He makes sure we're all about business, and he makes sure that every day. So, yeah.
Do any of your teammates, because you're from Texas, do y'all take any pride in that? I mean, do you are closer to any others, or is it?
Me and AD, we're from the same part of Houston. We went to the same middle school. It's a crazy story, and I've been knowing him since back then too. And we also have one of the same trainers as well. So AD been my one of my closest friends since my sixth grade year. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. When you were getting recruited, was TCU in the picture whatsoever?
Yeah, they wanted me for linebacker actually. So
Yeah.
crazy story. So yeah, that wasn't gonna work out, but. Yeah, they never offered me, but I was talking to them quite a bit, and they wanted me to get on campus to play linebacker, but yeah.
As a receiver at Georgia, and you contributed as a true freshman. You weren't an early enrollee
No,
either,
sir.
were you? What do you think? How do you think that happened? I mean, how were you able to contribute right off the bat?
Hard work, to be honest. Got to get your coach's trust. Make sure you make plays. Coach BMAC is really about making plays. You make plays, you're going to step on the field.
Did you have any other, like a mentor, like who was a player, maybe an older player that kind of helped you along this freshman year?
Yes, sir. So, very in the beginning, it was AD, of course. I backed him up. That's the guy I played behind. And we're from Texas, and one of the big reasons I came here was because of him. The bond we had, I know that me and him could make something special, especially me learning from him. So him, and then later throughout the season, I say Marcus Rosenme, him too as well. Both of those guys done everything to help me to learn the plays faster and make sure I know what I'm doing when I step on the field.
Let me ask you this. I know you're concentrating on TCU. We're not going to get to talk to you maybe in the spring if we're lucky. With that being said, do you think of next year and you think, man, I contributed a lot as a freshman. What can I do as a sophomore? Do you start thinking of?
Not right now because we got a big game coming up. Probably want to start thinking about that till after the championship or whatever. Once I get like a couple of days off, and I'll start thinking about that. Basically go back to training and get ready for my sophomore year. But I don't really think too much about it since we got a big game coming up.
If you were to think, though, like something that you need to work on that can make you even better as a sophomore than what's been a fine true freshman season, right? What are you thinking?
Just being more crisp on everything I do, like just working on releases, top ends on my routes. Like basically I say learning the defense position more than I know now, like where their weaknesses are, like their blind spots, taking advantage of all of that to come open and free, and that's pretty much.